What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Nick Robinson, with the Yara Effect again. So, I have to get into a topic that I've been trying not to talk about when it comes to married to medicine, but I have to say it. I have to get into it because it doesn't make any other sense to me. The problem that Dr. Simone has with Quad is that she's jealous of that girl. I hate to say it, I don't like it, but oh, what else could it be, y'all? I mean, let's think about it. For those of us that's been fans of the show since the beginning, let's think back to when Quad came on. She was dogged out. They looked down on that girl. She had just gotten married to Dr. G 3 months into, the filming, like 3 months ahead, my bad. 3 months ahead of filming. She got married to Dr. G. And then they came on and started filming. She was Mariah's friend. They were looking at her like she doesn't fit in. She's Mariah's puppet. Mariah trying to placate the ladies and say, oh, give her a chance, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, even Toya. And Toya at that time was very dense. Okay. She's better now, much better now. But, honey, if you look back, Dr. Simone was dogging Toya out too. She called her dumb and stupid all up in her face. Like, I mean, Dr. Simone exhibited really, excuse me, really terrible behavior to the ladies that were not doctors. The only one she did not do like that was Carrie. If you think about it, it's the truth. The only one she didn't do like that was Carrie. Okay, as far as the women that were not doctors on that show. Okay, so let's move on. As time went on, Quad started getting into what she wanted to do career-wise. I remember the first big thing that happened was in season 2, I believe, where she got that endorsement with BCBG. She was sponsored by them and doing work with them. She brought them out to Cali. Dr. Simone was one of the ladies that she brought out to Cali to see what was going on. And at first, I feel like it started off as Dr. Simone being like, oh, wow, there's something outside of medicine that can get you a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Because doctors, especially those of the old school, because Dr. Simone is in her 50s, so she's of a certain age, they think differently than now. They feel like doctors are here and everybody else is somewhere down here. You know what I mean? So she see this girl in her mind coming up. You know what I mean? She is doing what she needs to do to make the life she wants to make in spite of her circumstances at home. The first time I feel that I remember Dr. Simone really getting inappropriate with Quad, when she was yelling up in her face at Lisa Nicole's house, I'm like, you need to give him a baby. Like, Dr. Simone, who are you to yell in this woman's face about giving that man a baby? Out of order and wrong. And see, she better than me. Quad, let me tell you something. Quad is better than me in a lot of these situations because she done been through a lot with this group. She has. And then get accused of not wanting to be around them. If you go back and look, hell, I wouldn't want to be around them either. I'd be done caught a charge. I would have caught a charge with some of the things that girl done been through, okay? Because I'm not the type of person that can be put in a situation like that and just continue to maintain my composure. I'm working on being better with that. However, she played it like a champ because she was thinking long term, long game. And I cannot be mad at Quad for that. Okay, so that's the first time I feel like she got wrong with Quad, yelling in her face. Quad said, I want more. And I was like, what more do you want? You have a house. You got a husband. You got a man. And she was like, I still want more. And she can have more. I feel like at that time, Simone was like, you already at my level. There is no other level to be on to do what you need to do as a wife. And you can't tell another woman what to do in her marriage. You can't. You can try, but no, that's not what you do, especially when it's unsolicited. Quad wasn't asking her as a professional or as a friend, should I have a baby? She just gave her order to Quad to have a baby. And as we can see, the marriage wasn't one that someone with sense that think things through like Quad does. It wouldn't have made sense for her to bring a baby into that marriage, because you think stuff is crazy now. Oh, imagine if there was a baby involved. It would have been. Child, I don't even know if Letitia would have even had a chance to even slide in his DM and he would have paid attention to it. Okay, because that's a whole nother video. But anyway, back to Dr. Simone. That's the first time I feel like she got wrong with Quad. The second time I feel like she got wrong with Quad was when Quad was going through her issues with Dr. G, and they were separating and divorce was on the table. Dr. Simone was mad because Quad wasn't really coming around, right? She didn't feel like talking about what she was going through. And Simone was acting as if you didn't talk about what was going on, you can't come around. And if you do come around, I'm going to get at you about what's going on. I remember when they were, I think at Dr. Heavenly's house, when she had them ugly green shoes on with the money in them. And she was like, so Quad, catch us up. And it's like, if you really care about somebody and what they're going through, that wouldn't be your attitude. That wouldn't be what you would say to somebody. It would be, girl, you good? You know, you haven't been around a lot. You know, I just want to make sure you're good. If you need to talk, let me know. I'm here for you, and leave it alone. That would have been more effective than, so Quad, catch us up, like with attitude. That's not how you greet someone that you so-called care about. Again, I say so-called because, again, I don't feel that Simone ever really liked Quad. She told Quad at one time, you put yourself on a pedestal. And it's like, I don't feel like Quad put herself on a pedestal. What I do feel like Quad do is she not going to take certain mess from anybody. Not her husband, not from them. She's just not. And that's fine. If you take certain stuff in your life, what they got to do with somebody else? Why you mad at her for that? What you mean she put herself on a pedestal? You mean that she doesn't act the way you feel like she should act because she's not a doctor? I'm telling you, I believe that that's what this jealousy is rooted in. Because as time went on, I'm pretty sure, even though the ladies may not have said it, they may have said amongst each other, or they might have thought it, that, okay, Quad finna get divorced from Dr. G. Oh, what her life finna be like now, because, you know, he's a doctor and she's out here, you know, about to be single, and, you know, ain't no telling what her life finna be like. That's why we see Toya talking about her BS apartment. You know what I'm saying? With the elevator in it. Y'all remember that? When she was in the elevator? She was building her house then. They didn't know it. And that's what I like about Quad. She be having stuff going on and they don't even know it. And then when she pop out with it, they be like, oh, yeah. At that time, when Quad was in that apartment with the elevator in it, and then remember Toya went and got a house with the elevator in it? Okay, anyway. When she was in that apartment, she was actually working on getting her house that she's in now. Okay? And her house is beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful home. So they felt like, oh, because she was single, how was she able to do this? They put out that she was sleeping with a contractor. You see what I'm saying? Y'all need to stop, okay? Just stop. Ladies, y'all, I'm talking to the ladies real quick. Y'all know how women can be. A woman can see you walking down the street and don't know you from a can of beans and can't stand you. Okay? We know it. And you just have to look past these women because you don't know her. You ain't done nothing to her. She can't stand you. She can't stand how you walk. She can't stand what you got on. She can't stand your hair. She can't stand your makeup. Whatever it may be. We've all been there. Okay? Hadn't done nothing to the woman. Don't even know her. But this situation here, Dr. Simone has seen that her thought processes about life and status and being a doctor is being challenged by this one woman. Every time there's a challenge in Quad's life, she supersedes it in a way that they wasn't accounting on her to do. And I don't know why it matters so much to them. Honestly. I don't know. I know sometimes there can be like a competition type thing. And sometimes you're not even part of the competition. Because I don't feel like Quad is in competition with anybody. I really don't. I feel like Quad already knew in her mind what she wanted. And she went after it. As far as her money, her home, her clothes, her man, all of that. All of that. And she ended up with what she wanted. Even if it meant divorcing her first husband. And sometimes you got to do that. It is what it is, because that marriage was done and we all knew it. We all saw it. It was done, and she was right to step away. But Dr. Simone really needs to get honest about her feelings for Quad, because for years she's saying Quad has given them her ass to kiss, but for years you done dogged her out. You okay? When she's first introduced to the group, you don't see her as an equal. You see that you above her because you a doctor and she not. Okay. So then when she supersedes your box that you done put her in, you treat her like crap, make her not want to be around, and then when she come back around, be mad at her for not being there the whole time. So what is she supposed to do? I mean, what the hell was she supposed to do, y'all? Honestly, because I'm talking about the people who know the show. I ain't talking about the people that just started watching last season because Phaedra was on there. Because you've missed a whole lot before Phaedra got on there, okay? I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the people who've been watching since the beginning. Remember back how things went. I wouldn't want to be around them either. Not the way they was acting. Not the way they was treating her. When the man admitted on the couch with Andy that, there was DV that he participated in. Don't say that he a doctor. So what? He a psychiatrist at that and can't manage his emotions. You see what I'm saying? No one talked about that. Clearly there's a code amongst doctors, right? We saw this season that code was broken, but okay, whatever. But there's also a hierarchy, and for some reason they feel that they have to sit together as doctors and they are above certain things as doctors when really they're not. Y'all are people just like us. Period. Y'all save lives. I'm grateful for the work that y'all do. Don't get me wrong. But Dr. Simone is not happy in her life. She's not. Think about it. As a doctor, you may love what you do. And I hope that you do, because if you my doctor, I want you to love what you do. Because I don't want to come in and you having a bad day and you mess me up. Okay? But it's very demanding. When you're an OBGYN, sometimes it's a woman in labor at 4 o'clock in the morning. And you got to get up, get your scrubs on, go and perform out of a dead sleep. That's not time freedom. Meanwhile, you see this other girl over here, honey, she's fabulously living her life. She's out of the country with her man here. She's doing fun things with her friends there. She is, wearing whatever the hell she want to wear. She is living in a house better than yours. All of that. She's free of, grown men that she still have, that she don't have to raise still. I mean, let's be honest. I don't like to talk about folks' kids, but these boys aren't children anymore. And we see where in the season, she's having to move them back into the house because the condo or whatever they got for them, they're not maintaining it. Dr. Simone has been so busy with her practice and working in the emergency room and stuff like that, that some of the things that the boys needed from home, she wasn't able to give them. I mean, let's look at this now. She doesn't seem happy. What did we see her and Cecil talk about and do this season? I know they cut things out. I know they chopped things up. But where were they this season? We didn't see much interaction between them. She confronted him about inviting Quad to the Woodnick, though. We saw that. And that's another thing I want to touch on. Don't know how true it is, but Cecil liked Quad. Cecil liked Quad. He always has. He's never been ashamed to say it. When, Simone and Quad weren't talking, he was the one talking to Simone about that. He was the one that invited Quad to the Whitney in the first episode. And it may be that Simone doesn't like that her husband likes as a person another woman because of the whole Tammy situation. Because we know Simone don't let go of nothing. All right. Even with her friendship with Dr. Jackie, they may still be talking, but it's not been the same ever since she felt like Dr. Heavenly and Jackie have become close. So, yeah, there's a lot of reasons why Dr. Simone may not like or may be jealous of Quad. Absolutely. And we see in this second part of the reunion where she was like, you wasn't effing with us, so we can bring in whoever we effing with. So you basically admitted that because Quad wasn't really there like that, you admitted to going to her ex-husband, friending the new wife and all of that. That was enough. So you treat her like crap, minimize her, say she's sleeping with a contract when she got her house, do all of that, get mad when she ain't around because y'all don't treat her like worth nothing. But you want her to be around for what? So she could be y'all punching bag? I don't understand. Because I wouldn't want to be around either. Y'all say y'all friends off the show. I can't tell. Who would want to be around that? If you look at Quad's Instagram, she off with some of the other ladies that's on the other shows in Atlanta. They having fun. They going out. They doing things. If they're at each other's houses, doing things. Like, Quad is a vivacious type of person. Simone is not. So what do you want from her as far as being around? I mean, what do you do for fun, Dr. Simone? I'm just asking. I don't know what she do for fun. Y'all, I don't know. So you can't get mad at somebody for not being around who you don't seem that fun to be around and you dog them out. I mean, make it make sense, y'all. So you said since you wasn't around, that prompted me to go get your ex and bring him around and with his new wife. That's what I heard. A lot of people are calling for Quad to go get Tammy. Y'all messy. I ain't suggesting that. I mean, because that's just toxic. That's toxic because not only are you messing with Simone, you messing with her marriage. You messing with Cecil. I mean, don't do that. That's not cool. Because it wasn't right to bring Dr. G and Letitia on the show. It wasn't. And all of them had a hand in it. All of them. And imagine being around a group of ladies that are so mad at you for not coming around after they done mistreated you that they'll go and get your ex. Lord have mercy. This is why I don't have friends. I don't know. With friends like these, who needs some damn enemies? Honey, I stay in my lane, out the way. I be with my family. And that's it. I mean, like, honestly. I'm sorry. Let me get back focused. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Is Dr. Simone jealous of Quad? Yes. Yes. Does she seem happy in her life? She does not. She does not. Because as a mother, you love your children and you want your children to do well. If your boys are in their 20s and you have provided a place for them to stay, and you yourself said they can't pay for it, so clearly you paying for it, and they can't even keep it clean, how happy would you be as a parent with that scenario? Wouldn't be happy at all. Tell you that. But you see Quad over here frolicking, just coming and going however she wants to. Child, I'm telling you, comparison is a thief of joy. Stop comparing yourself, ladies, if that's what y'all doing. If you don't like a woman and she ain't done nothing to you but exist, you may need to check yourself. Or else you're going to be looking crazy out here like Dr. Simone, because Dr. Simone looks unhinged. Dr. Simone looks crazy right now with how she's acting. She looks crazy. I mean, she look, and the girl, Quiet, asked her several times, what is your gripe with me? Why don't you like me, or whatever? What's wrong? What's the matter? She can't come up with nothing except you gave us your ass a kiss for years. If you don't say something else, Dr. Simone, please. What else is it? You need to understand why you have these feelings about Quad so you can resolve them. Because until Dr. Simone does that, until Dr. Simone just be honest with herself, we gonna keep seeing this over and over again, unless Quad just be like, I feel like Quad just need to say, you know what? We can be cordial when we see each other, but we are not friends. We're not friends, y'all. We ain't friends. And Quiet wants to be cool with all the ladies. She don't even have no problem with Letitia. I really don't feel like she got a problem with Letitia. Letitia got more of a problem with Quad than Quad has with Letitia. Let me be clear. And I'm going to do another video about that. But, yeah. Honestly, Simone, get some help, Dr. Simone. Dr. Simone, get some help. For real. To work out whatever these feelings are. Maybe Dr. Mimi can help you. I don't know. If not her, get a referral. You need some help. Call Dr. Ken again. See, can he help you through this? Because, baby, I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. If she got into her boys and tore into them the way she tears into Quad, you and your husband can have your house back and your boys will be on their ish. Sorry. I had to say it. Because we can't keep acting like the energy that she got for Quad shouldn't be some of that directed to her boys. And I know that's not how she act with them, because they laughing in her face while she sitting there talking to them. They literally laughing in her face. And that pissed me off. Because as a mother, if I'm chastising my children and they laughing in my face, oh, let's see what's funny. Okay? Child. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm done ranting about Dr. Simone being jealous of Quad. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm sorry. If it's something else, y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. I don't remember it, or maybe I didn't see it that way. But I don't see where Quad has done anything to Dr. Simone for Dr. Simone to treat her the way she has. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good things. I appreciate every last one of you. Love you, and I'll see you later. Bye.